Relative to other aspects of film, acting is more difficult to define. Acting, as defined by the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is the art or practice of representing a character on a stage or before cameras. However, each actor has perfected the art in their own unique way, becoming masters at creating and embracing their characters. In most cases, actors specialize at playing one type of role in a film. In other instances, actors seem to be different in every role. These actors are referred to as chameleons, according to page 238 of the Looking at Movies textbook. For this chapter, I would like to look at one chameleon in particular, Peter Sellers. In Doctor Strangelove, Sellers played three roles: U.S. President Merkin Muffley, Dr. Strangelove, and Captain Mandrake of the RAF. He was condoned for his brilliance and ability to play nearly any character. Throughout Doctor Strangelove, Sellers was able to improv for all three characters. He did this excellently, leaving the audience laughing and making his characters the most memorable of the film. While playing U.S. President Muffley, he was on the phone with Russian leader Dmitry. Cast members could hardly keep from laughing during many of his scenes. However, his comedic attitude wasn't his personality. It was his dedication to his character and ability to morph into the role. Sellers would say that he didn't have a personality himself, and instead was only the character he would play at any given moment. Essentially, Sellers could play any character but himself. However, Sellers was severely depressed and eventually took his own life. Though his childhood is described as rootless, much of his disassociation from life and his own personality may be owed to his chameleon form of acting. He never had the chance to find his own life whilst being submerged in several different characters. There was no way of knowing which attributes were his own and which one he was merely just creating in order to be the best actor he could. Acting was Sellers' passion, and it eventually took over his life. Robin Williams, another amazing actor who also took his life, dotes on how amazing Sellers was in Doctor Strangelove, calling him the most influential actor. During the time period Doctor Strangelove was produced, the Cold War was taking place. The Cold War stretched from 1947 to 1991. Kubrick uses the film to satirize the nuclear conflict between the USSR and the US. Despite World War II just ending and the world barely beginning to settle once again, the Cold War began. Both the US and the USSR's military were still recovering and hardly functioning, whilst leaders seemed to be ruling with some insanity. There was paranoia surrounding the war due to the potential of nuclear annihilation of the world, especially after bombs were dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima during World War II. With this, the Vietnam War took place within this time frame as well, beginning in 1955 and ending in 1975. In a way, this film warns viewers about getting involved with yet another war. Stanley Kubrick is known for producing brilliant films. He is often described as a perfectionist, and by watching his films, it is clear that he is just so. Though his lust for perfection may have annoyed his cast and crew, both Doctor Strangelove and Space Odyssey show his true genius. In Doctor Strangelove, there are two scenes in which overexposure to light takes place. One when Mandrake tells President Ripper his recall code, and again when the hatch opens prior to the bomb being dropped. Likewise, in Space Odyssey, the lighting is bright when Bowman is traveling through the monolith. This bright lighting is a way to try to pull viewers in to recognizing that the scene is of great importance.